Welcome to the Average Rook. We are still playing Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. There are a few things that we need to do before we sleep, and there might be a place that we might want to sleep, not in the town itself. There is one little thing I want to attempt to do before we do that. So, from Leishy's place, which we are right here, go east, south, and then east 3 times. We want to return back to the swamp, but there's another swamp that we can go to. South, south, south a 3rd time, and then south a 4th time. Let's try going, actually, no. Let's try going north from here, and then east. Is there a bone
Here
that we
lie
can
the
pick?
decayed remains of someone who didn't make it across the swamp.
Interesting. We should be able to pick up a bone here. Let's see.
You pick up a single slimy bone.
Okay, that's what I wanted. We can't do... There's supposed to be a ritual in the swamp, but we can't really do that right now. But instead, let's take from that swamp, go west, like what we did. Go north. Again, north twice. North a 3rd time. Then north a 4th time. Or did I go all the way wrong? 1, 2, 3. Nope, went too far. Gotta go south once. Then west. We'll go west this way. Come on. And again. And then a 3rd time. And then south. Then west. Sorry, east. Oh, shit. Alright. Ouch! Come on, you can do this. Don't get too tired now. Come on, you are nearly there. If you can't be bothered doing actual attacking, you might as well keep it on strategic combat. Oh, am I poisoned now? Alright, just kill him. Thank you. God, that was an ordeal and a half. Let's see if we can give this to ourselves. Which is the poison cured that? This on you.
The only effect is a tingling sensation. But if Dr. Cranium is to be trusted, you should now be safe from poison. For a while.
Okay, enough of that, Bullock. Let's move this way. And then... north. Sorry, we went too far. Go back. Go west. Sorry, east. West. Swap everything that I've been saying so far. Let's just go through.
You have come to a beautiful garden deep within the forest. The stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area.
Alright, so this is Arana's garden. You can sleep here for free, and it's a better place to heal all of your stuff.
You take a drink of the cool water. It tastes like wild strawberries.
Nice. I don't suppose we can bottle it?
You fill your flask to the top with fresh, sparkling water.
Nice. Let me just make absolutely sure. Okay, we only have the 1 flask. But the 3 goo. And that should be good for something else. While we are here, let us check the time so far. It is getting close to sunset. We can sleep here. While we are here, first, we need to take the bush that is out of our inventory. Let's go down here, grab the bush.
Nothing.
And plant it. Obviously, we need to take our bush and plant it in this. Now it lets us.
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes.
Yep. Excellent, we have given the bonsai life. Alright, while we're here, we want to take the, I think it's the leftmost lantern, which is this. Go over to it.
You discover 30 crowns hidden there. You accept it as a gift from Erana.
Yep. Alright, we now have 30 crowns. Let's take a look at how much we have right now. We have 39 crowns and 33 kopecks. I think now is a good point to sleep off, because there are some bits that we need to do in the morning. So let's walk over here and do our little sleepy sleep.
After some rest, you feel better.
It's already getting close to nighttime.
After some rest, you feel better.
Now we should be able to sleep until morning. And now we get another dream sequence.
You have returned to this wonderful place between worlds.
Will we suffocate in the darkness again?
You are again filled with the joy of being truly alive. You find yourself dancing at the heart of the cosmos. You spin and the universe swirls with you and around you. Suddenly, something calls out to you.
Oh? Great, we'll never find out.
You feel a coldness rapidly devouring you. You falter in fear as you remember what happened the last time you were here. The voice calls again, and you feel trapped, helpless. The closer you get to that voice, the greater the fear. It is a voice of pain, a voice of death.
Alright, whose voice is this?
You flee in terror. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
This can't be good for us. Alright.
You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
Alright, let's take a bit of fruit from the
As
tree.
you approach the tree, the fruit vanishes. Must be that low-calorie kind.
Ha ha. Okay. Now that we are up in the morning, let's exit from this place, go south, and then we want to head back to Leshy's place. So let's go east, north twice, so that's 1, and then 2, and then simple west. I should just say left and right, that would be easier, so go left. Oh. Oh, you're gonna make it hard for us, eh?
It doesn't...
Oh, I see what I have to do. You really gonna do this to me? We'll take away all the bushes so you don't have anywhere to hide. I wouldn't be talking about that, Blue Lips.
Oops! Hi there!
Hello.
3 and 3 and 3 make 9. Who lives among the watery brine?
Obviously, he's talking about the Lake Mordavia.
Swishy riddles make. Tell me now, who's in the lake?
That is easy for us. The person in the lake. You gonna give us the option? Can I call out? Rusalka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks?
Trick sticks, you say?
Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Okay, that's good. That is what we wanted. Okay, the music will finally die down. So what's the time now? We want to run straight back to town and try to get either some practice or just some bottles of potion from Dr. Cranium. So let's hurry up as quickly as we can. Go left 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 or 3 times north. So 1 and 2. So we're at the town gate, and we're able to enter through here. So now let's quickly head over to Dr. Cranium's and grab some potion. Hey, Doc.
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be
this
used
is a thing that we need to do.
A rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. But if we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the great Shapirian Desert.
Aha.
Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there's the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
Well, we should be able to help you with that, of course. Let's greet, of course.
You say hello to the scientist.
You are always welcome in my laboratory. However, I do wish you would wipe your shoes a little more carefully before entering.
Oh, I do apologize. We failed to do that countless
You relate
times.
the tale of your journey to Shapir, how you saved 2 cities from the evil
Best thing you
vizier
can do is up
Ad
your
Avis and his
your
elemental
communication as much as you
minions.
can. It's not really useful in here, but
Now you are talking science. The elements are the building blocks of everything in nature. I am sure I have never heard of anyone constructing creatures purely of a single element, but it certainly makes scientific sense.
there's not one of
You
pizza
say
though.
this Adavis referred to a dark master here in Moldavia? I am sure I have never heard of such a one here. There are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle, but I do not credit such tales without scientific observation to back them up.
Methinks that Adavi might be the stranger. Enough already. We need to talk to him about first the potions,
Here you are.
and then the poison cure,
Here you are. What?
and then we need to back out and talk about the rehydration.
Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the animal ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form.
And then formula.
Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here.
Okay, maybe if we just talk to him about the rehydration solution, we'll be able to enter in the formula.
Ah, you need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help.
Perhaps we can. Betazine. Okay, so it's all in here. We scroll up to the top, and then continuously move our way down. It's Alkazots. Betazine. Alright, so you need to put in water, fire, water, earth, and hopefully fire should do it.
Yes, that sounds just right. By the way, I could use some goo for one of my experiments.
Oh.
It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution.
Well, it is lucky for you that we happen to have some. So let's exit out of here, and then get out some goo and give it to him.
That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments. As I promised, here is your rehydration solution.
Excellent. All right, now that we've grabbed that, we can say goodbye. Well, talk about whatever topics you can to get your communication up, and then say goodbye.
You say goodbye.
Be sure to let me know of any scientific discoveries you should make here in Moldavia.
Sure. Okay, there's very little that we can do right now. Let me just check what the time is. It's still morning, and it's on day 3. On day 3, or rather night 3, you have to sleep here, because on day 4, there's going to be something that happens. But I suppose for the time being, we don't have much that we can do, although we could attempt to do one of the rituals. So I'm just gonna save here and see if we can attempt to do that. Okay, let's get this going. Exit from the town gate. We will be needing to head back to the swamp shore. So we will need to be heading south. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Head left once, and then let's try south, and then south again. Now, I'm going to save here once. Okay, so now we have a good point. So, I should be able to go over here, and then break out the spell. Glide.
As you start to glide, you realize the only way to get back onto the dry areas would be to grab hold of something and pull yourself up.
Aha. Alright, so hopefully we should be able to move this way. No, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Okay, maybe this way. Come on. Maybe this way. Let's not giving me the option to go anywhere, really. Do I really need to go around the long way?
30 seconds later.
I'm getting somewhere. I just have to continuously do this. All the way left and south. But once we get to a point where we stick, we have to continuously cast it on us. Oh, we reached something.
You sense terrible danger here. There is a great evil about this place.
Okay. So these two are shinobi wizards. We need to, somehow get rid of them. Hopefully you should be able to tank all this damage. But he's getting a little bit aggressive. Our aggressive is up. Our defense should be up as well. Come on, you were getting close. Thank you. Come on. Alright, that's one of the wizards down. Let's see if we can use this on us.
You taste a small sip of the rehydration potion.
Wait, that's not the rehydration potion that I want. No. Wait. I want water. Looks like water, smells like water, but is actually water. Okay, this is what I want.
You drink some warm water.
Wait, did I take a sip of the... Oh, please don't tell me I got rid of the... Okay, I didn't get rid of the rehydration solution. Thank God. Okay, maybe if I, can I rest here?
After some...
Alright, we gotta hit this guy. Come on. I can tank the hit. As long as I keep this up, I should be good. There we go. And now we need to take a look at this.
The standing stone looks like a crude, oversized tombstone. It was an inset six-pointed star figure, similar to the one on the monastery door. The points are slightly curved, like the arms of a starfish.
Uh-huh.
Arcane symbols label each point of the star.
Okay, before we deal with that, I want to try and heal myself.
That feels good. Just what you needed to relieve some of the aches and pains of everyday adventuring.
Yes.
You
Alright.
don't...
And now we need to go over to this and use our Dark One sign. If I can just get it back up, okay. On this.
You are too far from the...
Oh my God. This. Okay. Looks like we just lost the spell, so now we have to do it again.
The Dark One sign clicks into the depression in the stone. You find that you can now turn the sign.
Excellent.
Like a dial.
So, according to this puzzle, we need to start this at the top left and continuously move clockwise. Sorry, top right. We have to move to the top left. So, this. Hopefully this works. This. It's a little bit hard to click, but here we go.
Finally, you feel the Dark One sign settle. You pull on it, opening the tomb, and retrieve a damp but readable scroll from its depths. It is the Dark One's bone ritual.
Alright, glad we were able to grab that.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monolith.
Okay, now, somehow we have to get out of here. So cast glide again, and then get out.
30 seconds later.
Have I reached a point? Yes, I have. Oh God, thank you. Alright, now we can exit out of here. This should be... Alright, we go here. And then I think all the way to the north. 2, maybe 3, 4, maybe we've reached the edge. Okay, so now we just go this way and then up to here. Okay, we have reached the castle. Well, we've reached the town, sorry. Alright, what time is it now? It is nearly the afternoon. We could probably do some resting.
After some rest, you feel better.
So hopefully we can do this.
After some rest, you feel better.
And then rest a little bit more.
After some rest, you feel better.
Okay, so what's the time now? It is after the afternoon. Let's save. And then what we can do now is we can head over to the Adventurers Guild and do some exercising.
3 minutes later.
Okay, so now we need to exit the Adventurers Guild. And what I want us to do is to try and spend the time that we have left outside, away from the town gates. First, I want to save here, just in case. A bit of the instructions that I put on here are a little bit experimental, because I'm only taking bits of information from what I can. Okay, so let's see what we can do.
After some rest, you feel better.
Uh-huh. Let's see what the time is. It's still evening. Well, not quite evening.
After some rest, you feel...
And then one more.
After some...
Let's see what happens if we do this. And there we go. The woman is there.
You have the sensation of someone watching you. You sense curiosity and no immediate danger.
It is good to see you again. I hope you are enjoying your visit to Mordavia.
Well, we are
You
trying.
need to take better care of yourself, you know? It is very dangerous out at night. Why, you've been injured. Here, take this and drink it. It should help.
Thank you.
I would be most displeased. I mean, sorry, if something were to happen to you.
Okay.
Come to me. I have something to show you.
Interesting.
I warned you it is dangerous here at night and you do not listen. I intend to teach you a lesson.
A strange feeling sweeps your body. You realize that you now know the frostbite spell.
Excellent.
Perhaps that will help keep you alive when I am not with you.
Okay, well, now we can greet Katrina.
I bid you welcome to Mordavia. I hope you are enjoying your stay here.
Well, we are trying.
There. Now you have had an official welcome from your own official welcome woman.
Alright, go through all of these topics as you can.
I must go now. I
Oh,
hope we can meet again soon. I enjoy your company.
alright. Suppose that's that.
Before you can think to follow her, the young peasant girl has disappeared into the forest.
Oh dear. Alright, let's save here quickly. There's one quick thing I want to do here. So let's exit the town gate. So that's 1. We need to exit 3 times south. That's 2. That's 3, and then this way. Greet her.
Hello. Can you help me? I seem to be lost.
So now she's following you. Exit out of here. Doesn't follow you. Let's try going back in.
There you are. What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town.
Well, we are trying. Greet her again.
Things are so strange. Did you go away? Why are you greeting me again?
I mean, for no particular reason whatsoever. Alright, let's go this way and then back in.
I don't understand. Every time I try to follow you, I find myself here again. Why can't I leave this place? Why can't I go home?
Well, there's probably a perfectly logical reason for that. You're a ghost.
No, no, it can't be, no!
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Okay, and now we need to quickly exit out and then back in once more.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again. I'm just a ghost.
Well, we can now greet.
Forgive me my manners. It's just that I'm not used to the idea that I'm dead.
Alright. Now that she realizes, we can just ask her about anything.
My name was Anna. I can remember things now. But everything is like a faded dream.
Anna, you say? We know someone... Well, we know someone who is looking for someone by that name.
I can remember my house now. I live lived beside the tall oak tree near the center of town. I've been gone so long. My poor, poor Nikolai.
Very interesting. Now we have to say goodbye to the ghost.
Goodbye and farewell.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Okay, now with that bit of information, we will need to talk to Nikolai in the morning. But for the time being, we need to exit back through here and start running. We need to run back to town, and we need to run quickly. Okay, so now we need to exit, climbing over the gate, and then head straight back to the inn.
A shiver of cold comes over you. You sense no danger, but even so, you find yourself afraid.
After we talk to the ghost once more.
There is one for whom I weep. She lies in her watery grave, her heart broken by a lover untrue. Speak with the gypsies on how to free her spirit.
The gypsies, you say?
Free the Rusalka and heal her sorrow.
Alright, we will do just that. Before we do, we need to go back to the inn, and we need to somehow, knock on the door.
You hear movement on the other side of the door.
Hopefully we'll be able to eat.
After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit.
Interesting. Let's sit, I suppose. Have ourselves dinner and a show.
Good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Moldavia. I got here.
Ha ha ha.
I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "You know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." May as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on?
Oh,
Seriously,
what the...
folks, I went to the doctor just the other day, and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
You're not entirely funny.
The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you've heard the punchline yet.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what? Is this an inn or a cemetery? I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But what? And get out of show business?
Aha. Introduce you, greet the gnome.
Thank you, thank you. I always like to meet a receptive audience. It's always good to see you. It means you're not behind my back.
I suppose that's true.
Pleased to meet you. I could tell by your outfit that you were no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Joke's a fair game. I'm a pro punster.
Okay. Talk to the gnome, I suppose. Gnome's home.
Be they ever so humble, there's nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can't.
Interesting.
I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together.
Sure, we'll definitely do that. Say goodbye.
Leaving so soon? Good night, and thanks for all the fish.
Ha ha ha. I think we can exit out of here, but first I want to talk to these three because they're always a laugh riot. Alright, hello. Ask about the gnome.
Well, you know I'm not a census taker over here, but there are no other gnomes in Mordavia.
No census taker.
No wonder.
Yeah, when they show up, there goes the neighborhood. We have no need for gnomes here.
You guys are so narrow-minded you could all look through a keyhole with both eyes. What gnome would want to work here? You guys have all the sense of humor of a wyvern with a hangover.
At the risk of waxing poetic, what need have we of fools?
Hey, you got a point. There are enough fools in here already to reach critical mass. If it pays to be ignorant, why are you guys so broke?
I think we are done here. Let's retire to our room. And then once we do,
You unlock.
we unlock the door. And then I think, considering the circumstances, we will probably stop here and then sleep it off. So we did a bit more in the forest. We convinced a ghost that she is a ghost, and we planted a tree, and we heard a gnome tell some not very funny jokes. In the next episode, after we sleep off the evening, there might be a little bit of a quirk in the next day. So, thank you so much for stumbling on to one of the most average gaming channels out there. Like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed the video. Check the corresponding playlist to see when something turns up, or one of the recommended that pops up below it. I'm the Average Rook, and I shall see you soon, for there is more average content coming your way.